Breaking news. There have been 3 royal suicides in the town of Thebes, and the king behind all this gave up the throne. I'll pass it to Jake to tell you more.
We have discovered the names of 3 bodies, one to be Antigone, the daughter of Oedipus, the current queen and prince of Thebes, Eurydice, and Haman.
The main witness in this case is here to be interviewed by our one and only Soraya.
So, Tiresias, tell us what you've experienced.
I took Haman to where Antigone was being isolated, and we found something we would never expect.
Like what?
Antigone hung herself with her own veil.
I can only imagine how shocking that must have been. What happens next?
Once Haman had seen what had been done, he swung at his father out of anger. Missing, Haman then stabbed himself in the side. Haman then calls over to Antigone and dies right beside her.
For your time.
This news is all very shocking for all of us. To make it even more exciting, the king of Thebes gave up the throne, being unable to handle all the death he had created. And here's the man himself, ready for his first ever interview.
Thank you for coming to talk to me, Creon.
Thanks for having me. I'd love to clear up my story.
Okay, Creon, tell us how this all started.
Well, Antigone's father was killed, leaving his sons to be next in line for royalty, but both killed themselves, putting me in line to be king. Since Polynices was a traitor, I ordered him not to be buried, and anyone who would dare bury him would be sentenced to death.
Okay, well, who went against you?
Antigone, I was as shocked as you are. She's just like her father. But since my son Haman was supposed to marry her, I somehow got talked into changing her punishment to be less harsh.
What punishment did you give her?
I sentenced her to being locked in the cave for the rest of her life.
Some people are blaming you for all these suicides. What is your response on that?
I think that it's not my fault that Antigone died. I did not kill her. I left it up to her. My hands are clean.
Thank you for coming to answer all my questions.
To sum it all up, the previous king's daughter committed suicide, along with the current king's wife and son. The town members seem to be pointing the fingers at Creon, the king, who stepped down from the throne. Thebes is currently under debatable ruling.
Thanks for tuning in to Channel 5 Action News.